Any more examples come to your mind about Erich's obedience to Baba? Anything that might be helpful for a new pilgrim who never met a Mandali and don't even know what obedience means, really speaking?
Yeah. Obedience to Baba was such that, and his love for the Lord was so intense and quiet that, before joining Baba, he was engaged to marry a girl, and then we joined Baba. The engagement during the engagement, Baba had come, and he himself arranged for Eras to get engaged with Khorshid, one of our cousins only. And at the same time, my other sister Meru, Baba, he got engaged to Khorshid's brother Savak. So the two engagements were done together, and Baba himself performed the engagement ceremony quite solemnly at Akbar Press, our uncle's place. This was some time before we joined Baba in the ashram. Then in 1938, Baba asked Teeraj to leave all and come, and whether your whole family can leave all and come. And he said, by your grace, anything is possible. And Baba was happy, and he says, then ask all your people to leave all and follow me. So we had a big bungalow, servants. My dad had a very responsible government post, highly paid, and we were living in great style in Nagpur. So, and Baba gave only 3 months to dispose of everything, sell it off, and bring whatever money and hand it over to him, and that we should all join the ashram. So it was Baba's miracle that we were able to achieve this. Iraj had to do all the thing. My dad, of course, he was very practical minded, and he acceded to what Baba wanted, and that surprised Iraj so much. And he felt how Baba's grace can help. So everything went off. The bungalow was sold, the servants were disposed of, the whole estate was sold off. The contents were taken to the market. He would himself take servants with crockery and other things on the market, and saw to it that everything got done in the deadline that Baba had given. So everything was disposed of at the throwaway prices, and there were huge crowds in the bungalow. The whole town had come to grab things they could lay hold on. Costly imported crockery and everything. My dad used to live in great style. So all this was done, and Iraj was all the while focused to see that the deadline was maintained. And within 3 months we were to join, and he did manage to do that. And at about we were asked to join on 1st of August 1938. But Baba told him that when you come, don't sell the car. We had a brand new imported Auburn car from Germany, the only one in the country. So Baba said, bring the car along. But he said, fine. Then what happened was that while the selling and all that was going on, my dad tells Airaj, please ask Baba, can I continue with my service for 6 months so that I can get the pension? 6 more months are left for my voluntary retirement. If I get work for 6 months more, I start getting half the pension. So he wired Baba, and Baba immediately wired back that tell your dad to complete the period of service for the retirement and then join. So dad was there, and he was continuing with his work. He said, he told Eraj, I am not having the time to do anything. You do all the things, and I'll just sign where it's required to be signed. All the documents for transfer and this and that. So all this was being single-handedly managed by Eraj. I don't know how he did it. And then finishing all this, and while going, my dad says, I will need the car for my duties. So can we leave the car here, and then I'll bring the car along after 6 months. So Eras thought that was fine. Since Baba had asked him to carry on, perhaps he meant the car also could be left with him, like that. So he left the car there, and we all came, and on the 1st of August we arrived, and he came there, and he felt a little proud that he was able to accomplish something which was Herculean within 3 months, to join Baba on the 1st of August, and we just managed it. When we came in and we stepped in, Baba says, well, it's all done. Yes, Baba, I was able to do all the things in good time, and managed to come here with all the family here. Baba said, did you bring the car along? Then he said, no, Baba, this is what happened. So Baba tells him that this is the scar that will remain on my chest. I'll not, it is a scar that you have left on my chest. You have disobeyed me. So instead of praising him, Baba immediately let him know that it was he who managed the whole show, not that he had done anything, but it was he who was doing everything from behind. And it was a great lesson to him. And Baba, after all the effort he made, Eraj, he gets this compliment, that you've left a scar on my heart. So just imagine the first initiation of obedience. Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much.
Pardon?
Brent, you said you left the courtship business on.
What's that?
એરેશ મામાના લગ્નને વાસ્તે તમે વાત કરવાની શરૂ કીધેલી ને?
Ha.
You were talking about that.
I was talking about the... So that was done, and then it was forgotten. When we all joined Baba, the engagement was forgotten, everything was forgotten, and Eraj continued to be in the ashram with us all. And we were sent from place to place by Baba, settling in various places. Then, one day, when Baba had come to Meherazad, and Baba was there, the boy used to go to Akbar Press to get mail at that time. The mail used to come to Akbar Press. So the mail boy tells Eraj that there was a great fight in the house today. That the man there, he was in a fit of rage, and he was throwing out Baba's things from the house, and he was saying, "What is this? Uh, my daughter has been engaged to Iraj, and nothing has happened so far, and they are all with Baba in the ashram there, and my daughter is just pining away here." And he was anti-Baba, my uncle, and this was a good excuse for him to do all this.
What was his name?
What
was his name?
Jahangir ji. Jahangir Damania. So he was doing all that. And my aunt was all for Baba. So she was bearing up with all his taunts and all. He was a drunkard and he was not a good person. Anyway, so the mail boy tells Iraj that this is what had happened. So Iraj got very disturbed and he said, he goes to Baba. Baba was seated in the hall and he tells Baba, "Baba, I want to get married." And Baba says, "What's this new thing?" "No, Baba, because of me, and the people are bringing you into disrepute, and I can't bear that. So I just want to get married and fulfill the obligations." Baba says, what happened? And he explained. Baba said, "All right, you want to get married?" So Baba fixed a date, and then both the pairs got married in Akbar Press. So during that marriage, Baba himself was present at Akbar Press in a secluded little room, and he watched the entire wedding ceremony of Iraj and my sister with the opposites. So after the marriage was over, then Iraj with his wife Khorshid, they came along and Baba said, "Now you are both married, isn't it?" So Iraj said, "Yes, Baba." So now hereafter, I suppose you will have to go with her and stay with her. And what about your honeymoon? And who will look after me when you go? So Iraj says, "But I'll be there, Baba." So he says, "How can you be there? Now you're married, you have to go." So he says, "But that's fine. Even though I'm married, I can still continue to do this." So Baba thought for a moment and then says, he called both of them together and he said, "Supposing I ask you to stay as brother and sister for the rest of your life, is it acceptable?" So Iraj, of course, said, "Yes, Baba, whatever you say." Then he asked Khorshid. She was also loving Baba very much. So he asked her, "Is it all right for you that Iraj stays as a brother to you and keeps serving me?" And she said, "Yes, Baba, nothing could be more good for me than this." So Baba says, "Fine, from today you both are brother and sister." So that was the end of Iraj's marriage. But he went to that extent to see that Baba's name was not marred. He got himself married. Then she came and settled down with us, and many things followed thereafter. But this is how he obeyed Baba. Yeah. That's all.